Alright, hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we are finally ready to go to Dr. Wily's stage, because we've collected everything. And we have saucer sounds before we have a saucer, but there's the saucer, and, well, there's the eyebrows, so that's excellent. And this is the Mega Man 6 look for Wily's castle, which I guess I'm okay with. We have points to collect, so why not collect points? And we have a remix of the Mega Man, oh hi there, of the Mega Man 3, I'm going to keep that out because there might be some more, no. Remix of the Mega Man 3, stop bothering my commentary, Wily music, which I like this music. I don't appreciate all of this. Let's this guy weak to a spark. And look how many shots that takes when you just use the Buster, but he wasn't going to be any sort of a real threat to me. And here's something I dislike about this game, although I guess it's not as bad in this version, the abridged version, as it is in the original, and that's we have mini E-tanks. Now remember, these don't function like normal E-tanks, and they have... Can I make this jump? No, there's the recover chip in action. So while that's recovering, I'll chat about this. I dislike having such important items to collect as mini E-tanks, mini W-tanks. No, I cannot make it, but we demonstrated the spike shield. And what needs to be filled up? Let's fill up Spark. The Wily stages to me are just not the place to have collectibles like that. This looks insanely dangerous. So I'm going to cheese it. I think the Wily stages should just be, okay, go to Wily, focus on getting to Wily. Not take these alternate paths. In the original game it was alternate paths. Taking alternate paths to get more power-ups that you... Well, that was silly. And we didn't make it halfway. Fair enough. Enemies can be skipped too. Yeah, I prefer the Wily stages to just be, just get to the Wily boss, make your way through the stage, not try to collect a bunch of stuff. Although if you're going to do alternate paths in a Wily stage, I would prefer them to not have like specific collectibles, but rather just, hey, here's an alternate path. Maybe one path has more platforming challenges, while the other path has more enemy-based challenges, and some people would perceive one path over the other to be easier, or their path of choice. That I'm okay with. Putting power-ups, putting these special collectibles in the Wily stages, not so much, because then your focus becomes more on collecting the stuff rather than actually getting through the stages. And also in the original, I found myself intentionally dying off just to go back and take another alternate path in order to get these collectibles. So that I really dislike the design on that, and that's one of the few things that I disliked about the original game. Having the collectibles in the abridged version where you don't have alternate path. Oh, you weren't supposed to be able to make it up here. Now I'm in all kinds of trouble. Get out of here. Having them in the abridged version with no alternate paths, it's... Oh, I remember this boss. This boss is challenging. You guys remember this from Mega Man 3, right? Well, prepare for something a lot more difficult to deal with. Because now we have to shoot the machine as it goes by. It's only vulnerable while it's underwater. And, of course, it's going to get faster, it's going to launch more turtles, and it's going to change patterns soon, too. And I also like the... Oh, I missed the other shot there. He is weak to the star barrier, as I recall. I'm assuming the weaknesses for these guys have not been changed. But I'm going to wait a little bit before using that. Just because I want to get him a little bit lower on health. Oh boy. I wonder if I can beat him this time. I've got 3 energy tanks, so let's go for it. I also like the remix of this song, if I haven't made that clear. Yeah. Yeah, you can see he was going faster underwater there, and he was doing a little bit of a different pattern, but we didn't let him survive long enough to harass us too much. So yeah, for that boss, I recommend going Buster only for about half the battle, and then switching to the Star Barrier. That way you make sure you have enough of the Star Barrier for that. Oh yeah, and let's go right ahead and go through the next stage. That was silly. How many shots does that guy take? We'll fill up Star Barrier. And I'll put some on just to deal with this. And there we have another alternate path. Once again, I'm more okay with that. Because it's not something you can easily miss by not knowing which path to take. Or having to die off so you can go to the alternate paths, because there's some areas where, you know, if you take one alternate path, you're not going to, it kind of overlaps the other one. I feel this was not a safe idea, but I really wanted that one up, so we'll do this. We have utilities. Let's make use of them. I believe here just a small hop will do you in the underwater section here. And this looks like a place where I might use up my... Yep. I used up my free hit on the spikes, which, again, is a very nice thing to have. And if this is looking familiar, I should not be jumping on these quite yet. Okay, this isn't too bad. This is very reminiscent of the Mega Man 4 stage where we go through Wily's castle one and that, where we only have the Metars for enemies. No. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're going to cheese this. Well, that guy's weak to rain, otherwise he takes a lot of shots, and I just don't want to deal with him. As you can see, this does not follow the only Metar theme from that stage. That was careless of me. I believe you can kill those generators. Let me demonstrate that. Come on now. Yes. And we have a spark block for some nice points. I'll go ahead and pick those up just because 1-ups are nice and useful. And let's fill up some of these weapons, because I'm sure I'll want them full. Oh, really? We were supposed to keep moving. That's just not right. Alright, I need a new strategy here. Well, at least I'm up. How do we kill the thing up there? That works. Alright, now we can focus on this, but since there's no penalty here for missing, well, now there is. When there's no penalty like that, I'll feel free to just start jumping on them. You know what? Let's cheese this too. Because that just looks like it's annoying. Come to think of it, this looks like it's annoying. Oh no. And I already used up the spike guard. I must say I like the design of that. Not being able to utilize that all you want. Get out of here. Go, Rush. Go faster than the blocks before they screw us up. It's just the type of design that I would expect from Dark Flame Wolf and this game. It's designed so that you can't just cheese your way through everything with Rush Jet the first time. So, very well done. Let's fill up the jet. Just because I'm going to use... Oh! I forgot to kill that thing. Okay. I can go across this one, but I can't go across this one. Alright, this one we gotta watch the pattern. No, forget the pattern, just use the spike guard to get through there. That works too. And we fight the first of the Mega Man killers, finally. Enker. You are a worthy opponent, Mega Man, but I have improved. You will see that I will not go down that easily. Prepare yourself. And Enker is kind of a little bit challenging to deal with. Oh, it's when he stops in the middle like that. Oh, hi. Yes, let's try dodging him, Mega Man. Not sliding into him. You notice, unlike other versions of Enker, he is immune to damage when he's charging. How? Typically, standing near the center and then hopping over him is a great way to avoid his collision damage when you're just traveling through the room. And we're going right into the other boss, which... Why didn't I just let the recover chip do its thing? I hate this boss. Because as you can see, it moves very fast back and forth. Maybe it's a bit slower than the original. I remember the original being very hectic to try and slide under. Anyways, turtles are weak to being roasted. One theme I noticed about this game is that pretty much all the reptile-like stuff are weak to magma. So I'm going to abuse that. I'm going to screw up on this timing very badly. And now we have the turtles. How do I deal with the turtles? I think I'll just use star. Yeah, that works. Not worried too much about him quaking the ground, because he's so slow to do another attack that it almost doesn't matter. Oh, way too early on that. You're supposed to slide there, Mega Man. Although I will say that I believe this one and the first boss are two of the hardest in the Wily stages. The rest of them didn't give me as much trouble as these two did my first time playing through the original version. And we'll go ahead and let this show us the beginning of the next stage, and then we'll cut the video, because that's 2 stages already. And we have wonderful music.